Today we are going to count down the best rides at Wet n Wild Hawaii. So starting off our video with a trip down the highway, we have got Orana Highway, and whilst fortunately much of this attraction is not like heading down the highway with your raft twisting and turning down the side, getting all the water thrown in your face, much of it is actually quite similar. As once you have boarded such raft and got that water thrown at you from that guy, I've got to give him a shout out. It is so awesome. You will be heading down the side, but what makes it like the highway is that similar to sitting in a car. You can share all of those reactions, good, great, and not so great with one another. Meaning yes, if you do scream the whole way down, everybody, and I mean everybody, can watch those reactions. But I wouldn't worry too much about this one, with it having a giant hole in the middle instead of many miniature ones. But we'll get onto that later on. Even so, if heading down the highway is not so much for you, but instead you'd rather head into a giant toilet bowl, then look no further than our next attraction, Waimea Whirl, because on this one, you can surprise do exactly that. Do not worry, on this ride right here, you will not be sat in a giant raft with 3 other people, but instead get the choice out of a 1 or 2 person raft. And for this ride, we would suggest doing a 1, but we'll also go into that later on. You will begin by twisting and turning through a tube, and at that point it's not so bad, all before you drop down into the giant toilet bowl section, or whatever they call it, where you'll be flushed around and around and around with all that water flying over you, before you then come out the end, sometimes even backwards. And that is why in this case we would suggest a 1 person raft, because even though it is awesome to share all of those reactions, nothing beats going down this side backwards. Who here is feeling competitive? Well, if so, then there's no point you heading on those sides where you can create those friends, but rather this one where you can turn your friends into enemies, frenemies on Volcano Express. This is the park's racer side. And what makes it so awesome is it's like nothing else. And simply to begin this attraction, you'll be picking up a mat that you'll go down on your front. Yes, you heard me right. Everything on this side, from the twists and turns at the beginning to the giant drops at the end, and of course bounces, will be done on your front on a mat. Although that is just a start, as you'll also be racing 1, 2, 3 other people to the bottom. So the question is, will you become the Volcano Express champion, or take a more leisurely side down? Okay, so far in this video, we've been down a highway, into the heart of a toilet bowl, and then through a volcano. So what have we got next? Oh yes, a trip down a bathtub. And before you'll say, Tom, that can't be that intense, well, just imagine how it must feel for a bath toy. Yeah, you being shrunken down to go round in a bathtub, as once you have boarded that dinghy, you will begin by being pushed over the edge in the top of the bath, where you will drop down, walk all the way up to the other side, before dropping back again, before coming to a complete stop. So yeah, this experience may be very simple, but especially if you begin this adventure by going down backwards, so try to ask the lifeguard if you can do so. It is also one that you, nor your stomach, will never ever forget. Do you remember a while back where I said you do not have to worry about the thrills because your raft is one giant hole instead of many miniature ones? Well, our next attraction has got those miniature ones. This is Tornado, and similar to the last attraction, this is short but sweet, with you beginning this adventure by once again boarding a 4 person raft, so everybody can watch your reactions when you then make your way through the tube, then drop into the giant tornado section, which no doubt is going to blow you all away. Did you see what I did there? Tornado, blow you away. Oh, that was awful. Anyway, into the tornado section, in which you'll rock back and forth down before then coming out the end. And the reason for those holes is because there's more chance of you falling out. And if all of that does not make you scream, then I do not know what will. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.